Hello, 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 everybody. Just putting the music off again. We're playing Jeskai mid-range tempo control, whatever you want to call it, again. The list that has been very successful over the last couple of days. Haven't played yesterday, and also haven't played today yet. So we're just jumping into a league here and hoping it's gonna be good. That's a fine hand. Yeah, so after Jeskai, like we're definitely gonna play Jeskai and Grixis in between again. But what I really want to do Argghhhh. So it's Ponza. I think I'm gonna leave our Scalding Torrent untapped. Kill the Arbor Elf and have a look at what's going on here. Yeah, definitely gonna be a Blood Moon deck here. There it is, the Blood Moon. So we're just gonna fetch double blue here. Let this resolve, and then just go snap bolt and turn up the heat. So what do I want to say? After Jeskai, like the meta will shift to counteract Jeskai, and this Ponza build is already a first indicator. That's also the reason why control in between was really basically out of the frame. Alright. They do have Pier and Kiran Lar as a top deck, which is not a problem. We do have two. I think I'm just gonna attack here. If he blocks, we're gonna kill the thing. And then we still have Snapcaster in order to kill Pier and Kiran Lar. So what I was gonna say is the meta is shifting already. There's PNK. No, it's a tracker. Interesting. Track is a problem. Oh, we should have kept the additional mana open. So we can kill both Thopters. He doesn't have another land source, but that also doesn't help us. Okay. So even if we hadn't made our land drop yet, we wouldn't have the capability of playing the Lightning Helix here. But with a white mana source, we do have a couple of more plays to our disposal. Oh my god, another Talus Tracker. Dude's really going for it, huh? Alright, so this gives us an opportunity. Yes, he took a blue source, but now we're taking his Talus Tracker. This definitely was a mistake. And then our Lightning Angels might be the biggest thing here. On campus. So obviously we couldn't let the Talus Tracker live, because our other Talus Tracker would be a 5/4. Now we couldn't block it anymore, not even. Oh my god, what is going on? So we've been attacked for 6. So we need a path. Path isn't even good here. Nothing is. All right, so this is the meta is shifting, trying to accommodate these kind of strategies again, trying to bring in Lyra. These two are going to be important. And probably need to cut all of our cryptics, as that's the most mana intensive spell that we have. It's also the best card in terms of generated value. But I do think that Spell Quarter is going to be good. Yeah, I think we need to keep this. It's not great, but our opponent is down on mulligan. Search for Scanza helps us a little bit. If we draw a fetch land, then we can actually counter something. So if a Blood Moon hits us, that's bad. I'm somewhat okay with this. Here we can actually dig out of. Nope, not to the graveyard, please. Upgrade. Yeah, that dude has a pretty fine draw. Okay, I think we're just gonna fetch for 3 here. Just try to prevent the worst, so that we actually have Logic not online. Can't really play around the Blood Moon now. Alright, Let's counter first. Let's try to counter as much as we can, and then deploy our Geist. Because as soon as he plays something big or a Blood Moon, we're just fucked. Alright, I'm gonna fish for Island here and then grab White Souls without Field of Ruin as soon as we can. Just 2 mana open, right? Alright. Do we want to have that in our graveyard? I mean, it's a good card, but Tobias Ball doesn't seem to be worth it yet. Alright, what up? Okay. Bolting us. And the dude really getting on my nerves. It's 3 again. So and now we're gonna deploy our Geist. And then but he has 5 mana available already. So if he can't do anything, yeah, that probably means that he does have a Titan in his backhand. And him having a Titan, we cannot Field of Ruin any of these. So that is a problem. Nope. Don't put it into a graveyard, because if he does have a Titan, then he needs to draw a land now. We can Electrolyze here, and then next turn go and kill it in a Tobias Ball. No, he has a Blood Moon. Sure. But we can actually counteract that. It's pretty good. Yes, to the graveyard. Cannot currently use it. Play this one out. I'm 100% sure that he has a Titan in his hand. And there it comes. No. Interesting. Well, maybe he doesn't. So we're gonna play Snapcaster, kill the Blood Moon, fetch for a basic island, so that our next Snapcaster mages can actually get our logic knots. And we do have, well, yes, the graveyard, yes. All right. So we can Field of Ruin, and then do have Path Up, in case we need to. Okay, it was just a bolt. So we actually stand a good chance here. Search for Skanzas running. There's something big. Man, the lucker. Alright, But it can't hit all guys, obviously. Now we're gonna kill it. And it's gonna be a short notice game here. Baba. Alright, we drew another one. Now we just smash her. Picture and lore. Let's have a look here. We can't find nothing. Oh my god. Alright. So this way he cannot use his Thopters, but I imagine he wants to double block us anyway. But that's fine, we have Wear Tear. So we can double block. We get rid of both. Oh, that's fine. Tear. No. So Wear. And then we win. Yep. All right. Ponza. Yeah. So I'm pretty happy with our lineup here. Only thing that I could imagine bringing in is Stony Silence. How weird that ever, however weird that sounds. And the reason being the tireless trek on the one hand, and then on the other hand, you might bring in relics of Progenitus and stuff. So I think like one Stony Silence might actually be good. And then we're gonna cut one Surge of Scanza. Alright. Let's see how far this gets us. No turn 1 play by opponent. We're still just gonna play our fetches out. Because I don't want him to have a target for a potential turn 3. Alright, cool. 2 basic planes already. So that really helps us in terms of Lyra. He doesn't have a target, as I said, yet, so maybe he doesn't have a play here. If he does play like a Tireless Tracker or something, yeah, he doesn't have a play. I'm just gonna play Colonnades. So probably tries to do something this turn, and that gives us the chance to actually act next turn with a flashback of our Logic Knot. All right, Steam Vents. Island. We're gonna take 3 here. onto the Blood Moon. So we do have a counterspell for next turn, potentially. Otherwise, we do have Lightning Helix. Alright, there's Lyra. We just need to protect our lands one more turn. And then he can't get rid of Lyra anymore. Okay. Okay, I don't care about that one. Now we're gonna... So he doesn't have an additional land source, right? We could, of course, path, but that doesn't seem like a winning anything. I think we're just gonna go ahead here and kill one. I mean, Lyra, how big is Lyra? How good is Lyra? Should we be snapcasting here? Was Lyra enough to swing the match? Well, let's play it risky, I guess. Okay, so he's not stuck on that. He does have a potential Titan next turn. But if he does have a Titan, he doesn't have anything else. And we do have a Path to Exile. Let's see. So Lyra has First Strike, which even if he does have a Titan and has the 3 mana ability, he would have to have another mountain in order to play the Titan and a Bolt and kill our Lyra. He might try to attack us. Right, he doesn't even try. By the way, that's the first time I have Lyra on board. Pure and Lar, sure. That is not a problem. Because we have Lyra Dawnbringer. Ooh, that's a strong play. Pretty strong. Alright, so we're gonna fetch here, we're gonna shock here, I mean. So we do have Logic Knot up. And are we gonna attack? So we have Snapcaster, can kill Pierre here, but he does have 3, 4, like Bolt and something. So I think I'm gonna attack with Lyra before she just, we just waste her doing nothing. So she at least gives us 5 life. Then we're gonna destroy Pierre and Larar so that they cannot combine it with the Bolt in their hands. And then we try to, like, we can raise them easily this way, right? They deal us 5 and we have 5 lifelink and damage. So we just need to keep a Titan off the board, which we can through a 1, 2, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4 maximum. Another Stone Rain. Well, that complicates things. It certainly does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a potential Titan still in hand. Yes. Okay, he wants to pass here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and play Snapcaster Mage and target the Path of Exile, so that we can path our own Snapcaster if need be. Or a potential Titan if it comes down. Well, it doesn't do anything, then we also won't do anything. Because apparently he still does have something important in his hand. Okay, interesting. All right. So we can also handle Ponza apparently. Lyra being very good here. Very good. And any Blood Moon in that spot would have actually made our hand even better. So what else do we have? Ponza. Yeah. By the way, is this a squad like Holy Diva, Holy Diva, all these holy people? Who are those? So I went to the supermarket today barefoot because I thought it was such a great weather. It was going to be a great idea to be barefoot, and I burned my feet on the asphalt, which was really bad. See, and I knew we were going to draw a bad hand. I mean, it's an exceptionally good hand if we consider that we only have one land. It might be a keep. It might even be a keep. All right, let's keep. We have a pretty low curve. And we do have a good setup against Affinity. Just need some lands. Okay, I'm gonna still go for a red source here instead of white. All right. Slow but steady. Slow but steady. Yeah, so now that we have a really good hand. Of course, we do have Electrolyze to clean up Signal Pest. So for that very reason, I mean, the Welding Jar is a problem to a certain degree. If he does combine it with, say, an Edge Champion or something like that, we need to not have him play a 3-mana spell this turn. But I guess he would be scared to tap out for an Edge Champion here anyway. So we have our premium targets here. Beginning of combat. I think we're gonna shoot this one signal pest here. Okay, now it's tapped, so it doesn't really matter. He can't attack, and now we're gonna kill. Okay, so he doesn't actually have anything. So we can also just chill out next turn. And just wait until the combat step if they are gonna activate any of these. Otherwise we have spell quells to block, which is also pretty nice. Utilizing Welding Jaw so early on is probably also a misplay. So we'd be taking 6 here if we just let him attack with this. But I'm actually, like, I'm kind of willing to do that. No matter what he has there. Could also reduce it to 4. Like this way, he can only play something for 2 mana. So if he wouldn't have attacked with 1 creature, then the whole thing would have been different. Because now the worst thing that can happen to us is a Steel Overseer, and that's not really frightening. Scary. So take 5. Yeah, just another old Scourge, that's fine. Alright, so we're gonna bring in Spell Quellers. To put up a roadblock here, and then we're gonna kill one of these Nexuses. But we're gonna kill this one. I don't really care. I actually want him to put some. This one pumps and is more annoying. But for us, it doesn't actually matter if we. Next turn, we actually do have a couple of things we can do. Can't really attack anymore without drawing something, so we can deploy our Surge here. But we don't even need to. This is pretty much over. I'm basically just waiting for another land so we can deploy Surge and have Spell Queller up. And therefore, I'm going to attack now. We have mostly flash things. Alright. Yeah, so we do want to have this. We do want to have this. Ceremonious Rejections. Superb. Stony Silences. Settle the Wreckage, and Lyra is actually also fine, right? We want to get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Spell Queller is really, really good in the matchup. So let's see. On the draw, search was contest a little slow. Yeah. All right. Having access to one search was contest is still good enough. And this, I mean, that's horrible for an affinity deck, like to have an opponent with Bolt into Path into Electrolyze and Steadycaster. Like, there's only one card that's gonna live here, and we even have like unproblematic counters for that one. So Mox Opal isn't on yet, so depending on what he plays here, I might consider to kill the Volt Scourge first. Though, of course, we do want to have a Hallowed Fountain off of the Flooded Strands. No, that's fine. That is not fine. Everything that costs 1 mana, that has 1 toughness, I don't care for. But everything else is going to die. We kill, say we kill the Volt Scourge here, then he doesn't have Mox Opal again. So he can't play 3 mana spells, he needs to play something else first. I think that's worth it. Like buying us a turn, potentially. Okay. Yeah. So, still, you know, basically playing around it with what we did. And I mean, as long as it's just a 2-2, we can erase it. It gets more complicated if, you know, other things join the party. Like the cranial plating that we countered. So cranial plating actually in this matchup is more concerning than Natch Champion is. Archon Ravage also problematic. So we're taking 3 here. Not yet going after it. Because another Edge Champion or a Karn, whatever he might have left in his hand, would be changing the equation here. Alright. Okay, another rejection, also good. But now we need to raise him. End of next turn, we take 2 now. He basically can't attack us with anything else anymore. Now we have to make up ground. But I think we are capable of doing so. As the Steadycaster does a great job of... Oh, he doesn't even have 3 artifacts here. He needs to activate something, otherwise the Edge Champion is not protected. That's actually pretty cool. This also doesn't have anything. Well, we can actually kill this. What's more important though? Are you kidding me? Well, all right. Well, that makes things easier. A lot. You can't do anything. Do have a counter spell up. Do have a clock. You can't do anything. Man, this is just an onslaught. This is just an onslaught. We haven't even run any of our sideboard cards except for Ceremonious Rejection here. It's not colorless, right? Yeah. Sure. Come on in. So let's say he has a thingy. Alright, so Mox Opal isn't online yet. He tapped his mana source, his colorful mana source. So let's say he hasn't Galvanic Blast, right? He cannot cast it and he doesn't have Metalcraft yet. And he can also not activate Metalcraft. Could, by tapping the Inkmoth Nexus, into activating the Blinkmoth Nexus. So we're gonna go ahead first. And play Snapcaster Mage into Path of Exile. Path this thing. If he responds to that by activating the Blinkmoth Nexus, then Galvanic Blasting our Spellskite, then we're electrolyzing his Master of Ethereum. But all my games. Not important. Alright. So absolutely 0 things you can do. My voice is a little broken right now. I don't know what happened with it, to it. I need to drink something. Oh my god. Like every card we draw is just really good. And he can't do anything. Somewhat sad. Yeah, as you've already seen in our sideboard, there's been a small change. I just put a 1 Strings Revelation for them. Is it Steadcaster in? As it's basically a stationary electrolyze, and that's just superb. Be right back. Actually, I'm not leaving the room. I'm just fetching my water here. All right. Also a good hand. A little slow for us, but still alright. Alright, Flooded Strand. Might be a Jeskai list, might be a Blue Moon list. Might of course be blue-white, but why would blue-white be fetching for an island? So let's just wait and see here what they do, and then we decide on whether or not we want to fetch for an island with all Flooded Strand, or if we actually do not want that. Yeah, I think we're just gonna fetch, like, be safe here. Fetch for an island. That one to the bottom. So we're going to be pretending as long as we can that we're a blue-white list and do have a counter spell up, so that he doesn't play into our open mana here. Man, Blue Moon is super annoying. Super annoying. Obviously I put Celestial Colonnade to the bottom, and we found it anyway, great. Because it doesn't help us at all if our opponent does have a Blood Moon. But as of now, he has exactly as many islands as we do. So maybe that's an advantage for us, maybe it's not. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and deploy something here. You can either Cryptic Command it or whatever he wants. He doesn't do anything. Alright, now I'm playing the Celestial Colonnade. It's good that we have a Plains as a backup source. We still have a counter spell. And we can also use Path to Exile on our spell quarter. And yeah, if he plays a Blood Moon here, I mean, I'm almost fine with that. He has more mountains afterwards than we do. Alright. We're just gonna keep attacking here. And keep our feet still. Because there will be a time when we're gonna fight over this spell quarter. And there will also be a time when we're gonna fight over a Jace on his side. And if that time's coming, I want to be able to untap and go Lightning Angel into. Are we gonna spell coil this? Maybe too risky. Put 2 cards to the top. If he's gonna play something else in this round, so we certainly cannot let this go for a remount. Well, I'm fine with the remount. Still gonna fight on his end step here, no matter what happens. Doesn't have a land drop. I mean, he does have the means to kill our Spellquire, I'm pretty sure. If he goes bolts in our turn, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Path it in response? Maybe. Interesting. He's down to 5 now. We have lethal. Through the breach. Does he have? Emrakul has protection from instants, right? And we sadly do not have. Another red source, otherwise we could kill him here. So we're gonna counter draw here. No, we just need, no, well, no, we don't just need to draw. We're just dead. Yep. So the most nasty of all the blue moon lists here. And the dumbest as well. So we're definitely gonna put this one out. Sin. That's in. Cell direct doesn't do anything. I think that's just it. Could bring in resin pieces, but we already have less or fewer dead cards than our opponent does. Yeah, one more red mana source there, and we might have actually been able to kill him. And knowing that he's playing through the breach, I'm definitely going to deploy the second spell quarter more aggressively. Good for him that he found a second through the breach copy. Damn it. Could have easily died there. Just one red sauce. No land for opponent. Discards a bolt. That is not suspicious at all. So he definitely does have a counterspell. Even if it's just a remand, I'm not going to play into it. Just gonna pressure him as much as we can. There's a third land. Okay. Let's go for it. If we catch a Blood Moon now, I don't really care, because we do have removal. He might of course have a Dispel. What happens if he doesn't have a Dispel? Still have 18 life, so that there's the Blood Moon. Now if he does have a Dispel, then we cannot deploy our... I mean, wouldn't make any difference, because if he does have a Dispel, then our guys would have also died, yeah. Okay. So, truth be told, that was lucky. Alright. Looks like a keeper. So good thing about this is we just need to fetch for a white source here with this. Don't want to shock because of the Emrakul. Then 18 is enough for Emrakul plus Bolt, right? So we try to stay above 18 in order to circumvent that as much as we can. And then if he goes, obviously, for Blood Moon next turn, then we do have tear to tear it apart. Planes, very important. So, and we do have 2 Dispels, so that's great as well. Yes, to the graveyard. Yes, this time we have to shock. Because we need, or might need, both Dispels as a backup. Man, our opponent's always short on actual mana. So we can take him off of red with Field of Ruin. I mean, or the third blue source. So should we be playing this? Probably yes. Also how to toggle there. No, not to the graveyard. Not to the graveyard. Yeah, we're a little bit flooded, but on the other hand, having the capacity. Yes. Jace, of course, would be bad, but it would also be mad of him to play into like our land base here. Alright, he found a land. Congratulations, opponents. Congratulations. But I tell you what, something? Emrakul is not going to resolve here. Not here, not today. Yep, graveyards. Alright, logic nodes, good. So we have logic node and the backup dispel if we need to. He's actually fucked, like in regards to his mana. So we can make our search for Scanta flip here. So we're gonna do that. Except for Lighthouse, there's no land that's important to us. Yep. Cryptic as well, great. And now we have an actual draw engine. Like now we can pull ahead. And he needs to act. He needs to do something. Whatever that might be. Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I mean we can't kill the Snapcaster, that's the problem, right? So guess we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Then we still have the Cryptic in case he goes for a big thing. And we do have, like, say, Tear and Dispel backup or Search for Scanta. Just look for cards. Alright, our opponents, I don't know why everybody's just, you know, jumping out of the window when there's no fire. Like, I would never give up in that spot. I don't think. Didn't seem like it was unwinnable. I mean, we weren't gonna lose, but, you know. Zarbo. Dredge for 6. Well, not anymore, mate. Not anymore. Yeah, so I'm sorry that I'm like a little bit sore in the throat. Hope I don't sound too awkward. Yeah, so we're just gonna track the meta shift. We've already seen like 2 Blue Moon decks now. What was he playing though? Oh, Affinity, yeah. So I expect Blue Moons to, not Blue Moons, but Blood Moons to be on the rise again. Ponza specifically, because all the control decks, doesn't matter if you're playing Teferi or not, do have problems with Ponza, especially with Bloodbraid Elf in the mix. And then, what else? I mean, Boggle is always annoying, but Boggle fades to itself enough to not be of any concern in the big scale. Storm is also annoying, but a very winnable matchup. And then I actually don't know, like, yeah, control mirrors might be somewhat common, but like what should there be that we should be scared of, right? I mean, the well is constructed to beat hull ones, and we're pretty good against everything that is really heavy on aggressive and linear strategies. Another affinity player. Okay. With essentially no play. So definitely a lot of high mana cards in this hand. Okay. Two mana. Still also, yeah. Ain't no problem. Could be getting rid. I mean, could try to find a removal spell for this. Another Steel Overseer. Mox Opal is suspicious. But he doesn't know, he can't know that we're playing spell cards, right? Let's see. Right, and that's at least no Galvanic Blast. So it actually is fine. Now we need to find something. Oh my god. Well, that's a good card, but... Aha! There we found something. Yeah, this opens the floodgate to a Edge champion, of course. Yep. Now we need to race again. Which also is, you know, very possible. Oh, this time we want you. Good. So let's see. We take off. We pick off both Vault Scourges here. He does have more stuff, right? Oh, we're just gonna wait. Edge champion by itself, as before, not really threatening. Argghhhh Ravager is what makes it threatening, or cranial plating. There's Argghhhh Ravager. The one. Cranial plating, yeah. I was actually expecting that one. It's not great. So he equips it. Take 1, 2, 3 to take those out. We have a lot of damage in our hands and a lot of good blockers. We just need to get rid of this fucking cranial plating. Let's see what he does first. Can still take a huge chunk of damage. Okay. Well, we definitely cannot raise this. But the way he played it, there's definitely something waiting. Just a midnight though. All right. All right, that's a good draw. Can I get rid of this fucking edge champion? So we need to take 9. Then we bounce the Cranial. We aren't attacking because of Blinkmoth and Knight. We need to have every life point that we have access to. Obviously he wants to activate Blinkmoth Nexus in order to make it 10 damage spell, but is too afraid that we might kill it. Alright, so now Snapcaster Mage, Bouncing Cranial Plating. Then they do have a 2-2, which is still a 4-turn clock. But 4 turns is plenty of time for us to find an answer. Could of course now, if we go Snapcaster Cryptic now, that leaves us with a more mana efficient line for next turn if we draw another land. Okay, Disguised. So it's good. Something that can actually do something. We still have Lightning Helix here and we have a Colonnade. So we actually only need, after this turn, we only one more turn to turn the corner. Not attacking with our Snapcaster Mage into Demon and Knight. Okay, there's Cranial Plating. So now, are we gonna bounce our Snapcaster Mage? Probably yes. That leaves us open to a Galvanic Blast, of course, but if he directs a Galvanic Blast to our Snapcaster Mage in this situation, that's better for us anyway. Another one. Well, that's also lethal. So the worst of the worst possibilities here. We played around everything, like everything that we could. And then he does have an Argghhhh Ravager. Can't believe it. Cannot actually believe it. Without the Argghhhh Ravager, we would have attacked and then killed him next turn. And he just drew that. 100%. Yep. Motherfucker. We're not gonna lose this. We're not gonna lose this. All right. So Geist's out. Sell the wreckage. Yes. 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 And yes. And of course, stop silence. That's a 10 that we also boarded last time. And what we put out for that was, I think, this stuff, right? And one of that, yeah. Okay, we're somewhat on the slower side here. But we potentially have everything that we need. Man, that water tastes great. Water, am I right? Alright, opponent, what is going on? So we have so many great sideboard cards in this matchup. We drew one, but like it's really hard for us to not find anything without a real impact here. Okay, opponent chose to mulligan and then kept. We're just trying to find. Oh, Stony Silence. As fast as possible. Not the fastest of starts by opponents. We're gonna be a little bit aggressive here with how we treat our life total. And I'm inclined. Yeah, he was scared there for a second. 100%. He probably sandbagged something like a Mox Opal. Yeah. They always do that, so you don't feel as guilty. We take 5. See, if we just had killed that turn, yes, to graveyard, then he wouldn't be able to activate the Mox Opal, obviously. Still could have played the Cranial Plating, but wouldn't have had a target. But it's still fine. We're still in the game. Unless he counters our spell here. That'd be bad. Oh man. Nope. Now we need to find something fast. Really, really fast. That's basically 1 turn clock. Why the only thought? So I'm fetching for a white source here, so that no matter what we draw is viable. Just making sure that we draw an additional card to get rid of the edge champion. Yes. Alright, well, we get rid of the edge champion, and then I mean, if he has a counter spell, we're dead anyway. But man, his trolls. Always has a cranial plating or even Argghhhh Ravager, 2 Argghhhh Ravagers as a backup. Oh, let's see. Counter spell? Thankfully not. Another one. No, not Ravager. Another Argghhhh Ravager. Great. Okay, so we need to kill the Argghhhh Ravager here as well. So we cannot put counters on the Blink Moth. We're obviously gonna do it this way, because if we go with an Electrolyze, then we can just pump it. Steel overseer is not a problem. Alright. That gives us a little bit of additional leverage. Yeah, I mean, we need to do something. It's very possible that he does have a Galvanic Blast in hand, and that he's just waiting for us to like spend a life point. We do have Surge for Skanta, so I'm not so worried about like what we're spending here in terms of spells. Knight, no problem. Alright. So he's keeping one card close to his chest. And I'm somewhat worried about it. But we're gonna kill the Memnite with one of our spell callers and keep the Lightning Angel as long around as possible. Just the ability not tap is so awesome. Alright, now is your time. And this of course changes our plan. Well, too late there. Yeah, so that he's keeping that one card in his hand does not make any sense unless it's a serious damaging spell. Lightning Helix is good. Flooded Strand is it's alright. Now he's gonna be like, oh yeah, fetch it, fetch it, fetch it. But instead, we're gonna use all Lightning Helix. By the end of turn, go up to 8, then he needs 2. And we're gonna use Surge for Skenta as well. And then that should seal the deal. Alright. Cool. So we're still up and running. Still think this is a pretty good matchup. So I'm gonna try and win. I'm gonna be wimpy about this. Yeah, this is not a our hand's basically the same. This is Modo. The no shuffle, give you your hand back. But we do have a scry, we do have a draw, and we do have an opt. That's still more than our opponent has. But we need to draw a red source, and there it is. And then it's a fine hand. Okay, so I think he's doing the same thing again, and this time, if he's playing Mox, I'm definitely gonna kill a Bolt Scourge. Right. See? I knew it. That motherfucker. Always the same shit. Alright, yeah, probably just a Sacred Foundry here. Lura is great against all the things that can be equipped with cranial plating except for Nets Champion. Alright. It is still problematic though. So let's say we're going to play a Stony Silence here, right? He is going to sacrifice at least these 3 and put them onto the Argghhhh Ravager. That's still beatable though. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Just need one path. Okay, so yeah, this is even better. I mean, now we can actually kill it with Lightning Bolt. Okay. So we're off to the races. We just need 1 land. And then we're back in the game. Can kill all 3 of these. Oh shit. That's not an activated ability, huh? Yeah. Alright. This is problematic. I guess we're gonna go snap opt. Okay, we're not gonna snap opt. We're just gonna go. Play as its steady caster here, end of turn. Oh good, the path to exile. So he doesn't have Metalcraft right now. So he cannot kill us. With that thing. With the Galvanic Blast. If we give him the turn, we then path the Volt Scourge. Can in response go ahead. Just gonna do it now. We need to keep him off of Galvanic Blast as long as we can. And we need to find a Lightning Helix. Crane plating is not a problem. And there's an Edge Champion. Well, that's something that we couldn't predict against anyway. So 2-turn clock. It doesn't matter. Now we need Lyra to be online. Or or another white source. So we're gonna take the damage here. Then go snap, path our own snap. Get white source. Cannot activate his Blinkmoth Nexuses because all of them get all the Hesitate caster damage. He could pump one or some of them, of course. So next turn we might either have Lyra. So let's say they pump him, it becomes a 2-2. Three, we die. Oh shit, it's not a flying fucking shit. So we actually need to kill it. Damn it. I always forget that Isn't Caster is not flying. Okay. I'm just gonna pass priority here. He gave us priority, so if he doesn't want to do anything, what's going on here? Pass priority. Then we're going down to 1 because we need Settle the Wreckage here. We need it. Hello? What happens? Alright. We're down to 1. It's not pretty. But at least we survived this. turn without him. We're doing this just for fun. Then we're going to go ahead, path our own thing. And then, of course, we need to have, cannot play Lyra, but need to have settle. Yes. Okay, we would have Lyra, but we cannot play her out. Need to get rid of these things first. Okay, no Galvanic Blast. Oh, you motherfucker. Well, no, we're just gonna kill it. I don't mind. Obviously, that was the correct play there by opponent. And we shouldn't fault him for anything. The problem is that now we, of course, if he attacks with it again, this is problematic. I do not know how we are going to do this now. Yeah, 3 Blinkmoth Nexuses killing us here. All this other crap is insignificant. Well, this gives us an out though. This gives us an out. If we had drawn it earlier, then we would have a real out, but this gives us an out. Oh no, he attacks. Okay. All right. So we attack here. We go up to 5. He puts us down to 3. We can deploy Lyra. He puts us down to 1, and then we can start fighting back with Lyra. That would be amazing. I don't know what what's going on here right now with the internet. All right. Obviously, any galvanic blast is our death, but other than that, we are actually in a decent spot here. Let's see if you can beat Lyra. So I think it's galvanic blast or bust for our opponent here. Ornithopter certainly isn't it. Now he's slow rolling a galvanic blast, maybe. Come on, man. Come on. You want to get that sweet victory here. My heart's beating faster. What about you guys? What's he going to do? Was he slow rolling something? Does he actually have some outs? And we do have a Lightning Angel with Haste, Vigilance, Lifelink, and Flying as a backup spell right now. Alright. Certainly. We're going down to 1. Come on, man. Come on! Alright, we're going up to 6. Yeah, we'll just use the cell. And then next turn attack with the Lightning Angel. Alright. 4. Man, that was tougher than anticipated, man. Boom, boom. Lyra getting there. But that was some serious luck draw. It was, yeah, well, I mean, you gotta have those as well, right? We play 2 hour outs and then you get rewarded. Like, not every time, obviously, but if you're playing tight lines and if you're playing 2 hour outs, then that's how you get those wins. Pretty good. But we are on a roll, man. We are on a serious roll. Let's see what awaits us in our last round here for today in Modern with Jeskai Tempo, which has an insane win rate. I don't know, like we're at 85% win rate or something. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Yep, seems fine. Oh, against a creature deck. That's not a great hand against a creature deck, though. Birds of Paradise. Alright, let's just start off with a Culminate here. And we're happy as long as our... Alright, well that's actually something that our Path to Exile is worth spending on. Yeah, I'm not gonna shock yet. I'm just gonna see what he does. Doesn't seem like he's on banned colors. So we're gonna path him. Okay, so is he actually banned? And he's looking for a spell color here? Alright, that can't be it. Okay. So we need to find removal ASAP. Sadly, you are not good enough as removal. Duskwatch Recruiter almost. Yeah, we're a little bit on the back foot here. He has 6 mana. Can just use, oh my god. Yeah, we can't even counter it, we're just playing dead here. He has the combo. Alright. That didn't go as planned, but we do have a couple of things that we can do here. Now that. This. Probably want to have one rest in peace, right? Maybe not. Lyra Dawnbringer. So I'm definitely going to cut a little bit on our counter magic here, because we're bringing in different types of counter magic. This. Either Lyra here or maybe Swingster's Revelation. It's even better in this particular matchup, because then we can keep our flash play up and can just refill on. Man, what is going on here? Okay, red source and we do have a decent hand. No red source and we actually have a problem. But our opponent's also on a mulligan. So let's see here. That's the bottom. So since we're looking for land anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead with an island here. And aggressively... Oh, okay. That gives us a certain amount of time. Yeah, come on. We don't know what he boarded. Maybe we do have the time. Alright. We boarded out 1 copy, so the other one doesn't get in our way. I mean, we could mill it, of course, anyway. But once we flip it, I mean, we're gonna be as efficient as possible here. Nope, not to the graveyard, please. Not gonna use it here though. Just gonna kill the druids. Even if he plays a like Eternal Witness or something as a follow-up, that's not too bad. Still better than him just getting mana, getting ahead on mana. Yes, to the graveyard, please. Oh man. So he had the whole combo in his hand, just didn't have the mana to deploy them at the same time. Yeah, we're just gonna go for... Alright. Pretty solid. There's the Eternal Witness. Actually going for land, so he's so just desperate to find lands here that he's witnessing back a land instead of... But he already played a land. Oh no, it's getting better back to his hand, sure. No. Doesn't feel like we should be binning this. So he's definitely gonna go ahead and play Collected Company, right? We cannot get rid of the Eternal Witness right now. I mean, we could, but then we have enough removal. Doesn't matter. Something's lagging here. It's either Moto or it is us. And he might also consider, you know, us having a counterspell here. Yeah, this is even better. That makes our line so much. Okay. Opponent reconsidering here. Shouldn't have spoken so soon. Yep, go ahead. Noble Hierarch, Duskwatch Recruiter. Alright, the Duskwatch is gonna get blown up here. I don't care. Now we're gonna attack again. Can flip our search. So that's a good one. Do not think that we want to put that to the graveyard because now we do have Cryptic and Lightning Helix up. I'm sorry for these lags in between, like, really don't know what is happening here. We're pretty far ahead right now. Counter draw. I'm gonna Lightning Helix him. Another one. That's annoying. We do have Celestial Colonnade as a backup plan. Well, yeah, let's take it slow here. Can path at end of turn if something happens. We do have Surge. He's down to 5 life. Can't use the Horizon Canopy because of also Lesser Colonnade, so that's fine. Okay. Another kitchen thing. So are you kidding me, man? So I'm just gonna counter tap, maybe even counterbalance the hierarchy. All right, so opponent like brought in all the kitchen things in the world to piss us off, but that's still fine. Our lightning angels are exceptional in that category. But I still want to change something. Something. Our cryptics aren't great. Logic nuts aren't great. They somehow want to have the Lyra. We are a little bit slow. I'll admit that. Ansel the Wreckage definitely has a cost in this kind of matchup because he's running at least 5 other basics that we know about. And we need to have a removal spell by next turn. Doesn't even care about the mana anymore, he just wants to protect it. Which means that we did good on aggressively using our path there. He probably has everything else already. This witness, he can replay it. This is the very reason why I don't like cryptic commands in this matchup. You want to draw, you just lose on the spot. So we have a couple of problems here. Namely, if he doesn't have to look for his infinite combo with a cryptic with a company, but can just play it out, we're dead. We're probably dead, most likely. Apparently he's still looking. Okay. Hierarchy, sure. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that. Just need removal spells, and that's a removal spell. That's good. All right. So we go into his upkeep. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, we can go through this, of course. Apparently, he doesn't have the combo yet, or he doesn't have a way to utilize it yet. We can go and try to kill Devoted Druid. Maybe it has a way to get it back. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, sure. Yeah, we can't actually do this. Even more problematic. Okay, taking 4. So Selfless Spirit is also not a problem. It's only that. But if he does have either a company or something in hands. Yeah, he does have a company. Or is it Call of Falling? That would even be worse. Shall I? Oh my god. Fucking knew it. It's definitely gonna be Shall I. Motherfucker. The only good thing is now Sell the Wreckage is really good. We're not gonna put this into our graveyard because this time I want to have my Dispel. Alright. Good. No, he has Hexproof as well. What the fucking shit? Oh my fucking god. So we're taking fucking 7? 9. Oh my god, we could even take 10 here. But if he taps out, we're just gonna bounce this shit. I cannot believe this. Fucking shit. Fucking Shall I? Yeah, we're taking 7. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this card. Now we found a company, 100%, or another court. Come on. Or are you just using the ability? That's also possible. I cannot, like, what kind of luck is this? Now he goes infinite, just pumps everything. We need to find something to counter the Shalai next turn. I don't think. This is unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Insanely lucky. Yeah. All right. So other ways out of this, yes, there are. We can flip search for Scanter now, but we need to find a logic now. If we do, no, actually that's not good, because he just has infinite mana. I don't actually know. We need to somehow have him attack without Shalai. Steadycaster, yeah, well, not really good on this board anymore. Shalai is a 3/4, right? Cannot kill it with a bolt. Cannot fucking target him when Shalai is out. Motherfucking shit. That's unbelievable. Then we cannot target him is really, like, what a creature. What a damn creature. Insanely good. Yeah, good. Come and attack us. Please come with everything. Great. Boom! Bitch! And you know what? We also do have Dispel as backup. Alright. Back in the game. Our opponent was a little bit overconfident there. Has Shalai, but we do have a Colonnade. Okay, can we pull this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 7 without the Colonnade. 8 with. So we would have Lightning Bolt, Dispel, but he does have 7 as well, and he only needs 6 to activate that. So if he attacks, we're gonna activate the Colonnade, then bolt him. If he doesn't attack, we're just gonna look for stuff with Search for Scanter. Alright. Opponent apparently does have enough. Alright, he's gonna pump it, so he doesn't have a play this turn, which is fine. I'm gonna use our opts here, see if we can find what we couldn't find. But this way at least Shalai dies. We do have some backup. Alright guys, 12 left to go. 9, 6. 6 left to go. We're not going to lose this. We're not going to lose this. That is problematic. That is a good card here. So let's see. What's better? We could, of course, spend Bolt and Lightning Helix in order to kill the thing. We could also just Logic Knot it. We do have enough in our graveyard and keep everything up. So I think Logic Knot is the pick here. Could also Bolt it and then Lightning Helix it in our turn. But that gives him life again, so Logic Knot here. Four, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now he's going Walking Ballista kill you. Oh my god, this can't be real. Oh my god, this can't fucking be real. Oh my god. Cannot believe this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right. I mean, that was his only out. This is his only out. Should we just have let the kitchen things resolve? Then we need to spend 2 spells on it. We would have played the Walking Ballista. We would have, in response, Lightning Helixed him or the kitchen things and would have lived. Fuck. Damn it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we played around so many things and pulled us back every time into the game. I think. I mean, I don't like to lose, certainly, but I think that's fine. Like, that was his, like, one and only card in that spot that gets him the win. And yeah. So I was even like, you know, I was playing in a way where we could have had this spell up all the time for a collected company. So I was even considering that. I was considering everything except for him having the Walking Ballista in hand. All right, so that's it for today. We didn't quite make the 5-0, but was close. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, see you around, man.